similar cycle with the last three managers where they've had a good start, everything's going in the right direction, and then this situation comes along. How important, given the club have invested so much in your plan and ideas, is that they stick with you through tough time?
There will be always tough times in every journey, and we are in the right direction. And I know we will get there where we want to be, because see my record. Everywhere where I was, every season, I got my targets. So if we stick together, if we stick to the plan and the strategy, we will get there where we want to be.
You were also brought in to get rid of this, I can't remember the name you referred to, this culture at the club that was not right. When fans see highly paid players like Anthony Martial just not trying, and this has been the case for a long time now, does there come a point where you have to say you just out the team, even if it means bringing someone in from the youth team or something?
But Anthony Martial played brilliant against Everton. So I don't think it's fair to point to one player. No,
there's more than Anthony Martial. To be fair, there's a number of highly paid players who have been letting the club down.
No, but I don't think no one is doing it. Everyone. So if you have one moment, you can't make that as a pattern. If you the week before we play brilliant, and a lot of energy in the team, and 2 games, a lot of energy in the team, and spirit, and see all the games before. I mentioned Fulham, I mentioned Burnley, I mentioned Brentford, and all the games like Luton. There was so many games gives evidence. If it was a pattern, then it was different, yeah. But this is not pattern in this season, absolutely not. And everyone is giving their best, and there's unity as a team.
Hi, Eric. You've always been careful not to sort of set high expectation. You know, obviously you want to win every game, but you know it's a process. It takes time, and yeah, your record is excellent where you've been previously. So what is a realistic time frame, do you think, to get to where you'd like to go? Is it maybe sort of next season? Is it sort of towards the end of the season? You know, is there in your head a time when it can be achieved? Because I think if you sort of maybe lay that out, I think fans want to hear, be patient and just sort of get a sense of where you think.
So first of all, I'm patient. I can't say in this club, we are waiting for 2-3 years. And this club, that the aim is, and I think the demand is, the standard should be that you win every game. And so we go in every game with the aim, and I demand my team, my players, to win every game. Doesn't matter who the opponent is, and I will stick to that. And that brought us last year very far. We were third in the league. We were in the FA Cup final. We could even won this FA Cup final, and we won the Carabao Cup. So and that mentality, I don't want to change this, because that will be a drop-off in culture. And that means, there is a high standard on me, and me together with the team. And so there's also a high standard on the players. So, and I don't make compromises in that.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to make compromise, but I'm just saying, isn't it a fact that only one team can win the Premier League, only one team can win the Champions League? So, you know, being realistic, right? I mean,
no, but that's true. I'm very realistic, but also I think on these occasions, like we talked before more about it, the competition in the Premier League is very tough. There are many good opponents, and I think the level increased a lot. I think even 2 weeks ago, I told you you can see the physical outputs again increased a lot in the last 3-4 months in the Premier League. So that means, as a club, as a team, you have to match the standard, and there is no way you can do less, because if you do less, you will never achieve what you want to achieve. And that is, we want to win the Premier League and we want to win the Champions League, yes.
All right.
Hey, you mentioned that you listen to your players. I just wondered, what are those discussions like? Do you go to them, or do you wait for them to sort of point out things that they might have thoughts on?
Oh, that is a continued process. We're always interaction. Manager team, coaching staff team. So you do it in team talks, in group, in individuals, or in partnerships. So there's a lot of interaction.
Just on the Newcastle game, the midfield battle seemed to be won by Newcastle, the man marking system. I'm not sure if that worked out fully. Is that something that you're going to have to adjust with the players at your disposal, or is that something that you don't want to compromise on because that is ultimately where you want to get to with this team?
No, I don't want to play man marking, and it's a wrong idea. On a certain point, we play man mark when we are fully the press, but we play zonal, and only in this game, because we didn't cooperate. Then it looks like it's man marking, but I don't want to play man marking. It's totally false idea.
Chris.
Hi Eric. You mentioned earlier about the fact that some of the performances and the comebacks that we've seen are proof that the players are together. But do you think you have the players backing?
If I have the players.
If the players are backing you?
Oh yeah, I have never had the idea they don't, because I know they would have dropped me against Fulham or Burnley if it was the other situation. If the situation was not right, if the environment was not right, and that's not the case.
And so just to say that I think that Neil mentioned it earlier, that you talked before about, I think it was a no-good culture that you inherited at this football club. Do you feel that in some of the performances maybe on Saturday, and also in what we've seen over the last 24 hours, is proof and evidence that there is still parts of a no-good culture at this club that you still need to go and sort out?
No, so I don't know, but from the last come out, because and you talk about in your article about one source, that's a joke, and so I won't reflect it on that. And yeah, when you play one bad performance, you can't tell the culture is no good. If that was a pattern, once again, but we played once again last week 3 games, and we played 2 very good performances where the team was playing very good in all prospect of football, of almost all prospect of football.
Last 2, 1 each, please, Paul.
Eric, when it comes to all the, clearly there's negativity outside of the club at the moment, what kind of impact does that have on you personally? Does it make you more hungry, or does it you kind of look at yourself a bit more, or how does it impact you?
So, of course, negativity is never good. You have to take care that it never kills the energy, but I don't care, because I know, and all the players know that in this club we are the biggest club in the world, maybe or one of the biggest club. And you get a lot of attention, and then in the moment results are not going in your way, and if you're not performing how you should be, there's coming criticism, and you have to deal with that. And we are together in that, and there's no way that you are alone there. No, you are together in that boat. We know that, and so we will deal it in togetherness.
Last question, Richard.
Yeah, hi Eric. You've got an excellent record this season against the teams in the bottom half of the league, but not against the teams in the top half. I mean, with Chelsea tomorrow. What do you put that record against the top half teams down to, and how much of a concern is that for you?
So, I just said many times, we are developing, we are progressing as a team, but we have a lot to go, and we have a lot to build on. And so, we are not there where we want to be. That's also clear. So so we have to stick to the plan, but we have to raise our levels.
Games you won last year at home, weren't they? Those sort of top half teams at home, you beat them last year.
It's what I say. I think same answer. We have to build on the foundations we have, and but we have to raise our levels.